Hey, it's Dusty.
And it's Daniel.
And back in Metal Gear Solid. So last time we fought Fat Man, and I talked about my favorite Metal Gear Solid game, which I still think it's finished. So I will continue that conversation after this long skew of codec calls that's going to happen right after this. So
Man happenstance.
oh,
Anyway.
You just turned that into a party.
Yep.
Ha 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 ha.
He got to go to his party after all.
Yeah. So yeah, really hard bomb to find.
Good work, Raiden. Looks like all the bombs are neutralized. One of their main leverages is now gone. That leaves...
Colonel, Fat Man didn't seem to know about the ransom demands.
Intentionally kept in the dark, I'd say. He seemed to be coming from a very different place from the other terrorists. Raiden, a lot of hostages, our president included, are still in danger. Keep your mind focused on protecting them.
What are my orders?
Rescue the president.
We have no idea where he is.
You haven't been in the Central Core yet. I suggest you start there.
Wait, I have another call. Want me to take it?
No, I'll go offline. Best to keep our presence unknown.
How you doing, kid?
Pliskin, is everything all right?
Could be better. Looks like I was out cold for a while.
How did you manage to stay alive?
Had a little help from a friend.
Friend?
What about the bomb?
Diffused. And Fat Man, too.
That's good news.
How's Shell, too?
It's a mess. The bomb crippled H-Strut.
And what about the toxins?
The what?
If the big shell blows up, the explosion is expected to produce massive amounts of toxins.
Never heard anything about that.
Huh?
Well, looks like there's not much danger of that in any case. But the Central Core is starting to flood. It won't last much longer.
Well, what about the President and the other hostages?
They weren't in Shell 2. They must be in Shell 1.
We need to get the hostages out of here now.
It's too far from Manhattan for a swim.
What about the lifeboats?
There doesn't seem to be any. Doesn't make sense.
So a chopper is our only extraction?
Right. And it comes with a passenger limit. Intel has it that there are about 30 hostages.
It'd take more than a single trip.
We'll have to come back.
Can you pilot a chopper?
No, but I brought a gearhead with me. He's a good guy. I'll introduce you later.
Pliskin, I'm on the heliport right now, but I don't see their Harrier. It's out somewhere.
We'd better move now, then. Our chances with a Harrier after us are close to nothing.
Do you know where the President is?
No, that one's all yours.
The President is at the top of our rescue list. These are our orders, Lieutenant JG.
Your orders, not mine.
What?
See you later.
Alright, so we are on to Strut 2. So anyways, so I can continue my conversation. Oh, not yet. Forgot about meeting Mr. X right now.
You passed with flying colors.
Identify yourself.
Unlike you, I have no name.
Are you Mr. X?
If you like. But come, let's get out in the open. Follow me.
Are you with Foxhound too?
Neither enemy nor friend. Just a messenger from the Lali Lubelo. This is safer, I think.
Safe from what?
Eavesdropping, of course.
Alright. Why did you contact me?
I've been ordered to give you backup, including a relaying of necessary intel.
Ordered by whom? Why won't you identify yourself?
There is no need for you to know.
I'll decide whether I need to know.
You are not yet trusted to make such decisions. I'll tell you something you do need to know instead. The current location of the president.
What?
Or rather, the person who knows the current location of the president.
Who is it?
A Secret Service agent named Ames. currently being held with other hostages.
Secret Service, huh?
The head of the President's security detail, Ames, has been fitted with the same type of VIP nanomachine system as the President. If you're within range, you should be able to communicate.
Why are you telling me this?
Do I need to repeat myself?
There's no reason for me to believe any of this. You understand that?
Of course, but you also have no choice but to believe. Do you have any other leads?
Where are those hostages?
The hostages are being held in the B1 conference hall. In the Shell 1 core, you'll find Ames there.
What does he look like?
We don't know if it is indeed a he. I've never met this person either.
How am I supposed to look for someone without even a description?
Use your ears.
What's that supposed to mean?
Ames has a pacemaker. You'll be able to hear the machine sound in the heartbeat.
You expect me to walk up to these hostages and listen to every one of their heartbeats?
The sound is too minute to detect unamplified. You'd be captured immediately.
So what am I supposed to do?
Use the directional microphone. There's one somewhere in the core. Take this. The security card will unlock all level 2 security doors, including the one into the core. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electronic field. And watch yourself. The core is more heavily guarded than any other section of the big shell. You'll get nowhere just like that. Try this instead.
One of the terrorists?
The surveillance camera won't let you on the elevator without the right uniform.
You want me to disguise myself?
Men assigned to the core and those on perimeter duty are given different colors to wear. Your new outfit will work in some areas, not others. The uniform alone won't fool them either.
You're talking about weapons.
Right, you need an AK.
But I saw them carrying an AN-94.
All men assigned to the core section carry AKs.
So without an AK-74U, someone will see through me really quick.
You could take care of the weapon issue yourself. One other thing.
There's more?
You'll also have to pass a retinal scan to get into the conference hall.
Biometrics. Crap.
Nothing but the real thing will suffice. Deception is not an option here. I suggest you hurry. They have a nuke on their side.
The nuke? They have a nuclear weapon with them?
You didn't find their continuing presence here unusual? Even with the president as hostage, this is an island, and they have no visible means of escape.
Even if they do have a nuke, the warhead is no good without an access code. The security lockout can't be bypassed.
They don't need to. They have the code. You saw it too, I believe. The Navy man with half a handcuff. The other half of it is on the football, or the black case if you like. The nuclear button. And now they have it.
Why did they have to bring the football along? To a decontamination plant of all places.
But they did have to. Because, after all, the big shell is the farthest thing from a cleanup plant there is.
What?
Dead Cell didn't have to bring a nuke along with them. It was right here to begin with. Nothing in this affair is what it seems.
A cover-up. But why? For what?
For the metal gear that is housed here.
Metal Gear?
The very same. Bipedal nuke capable of headboard Shadow Moses infamy. This place is the R&D center for its newest incarnation.
What the hell is going on?
Better ask Ames the rest.
What's this for?
You might be glad you have it. Keep the controller's vibration function on.
What do I need a cell phone for? Colonel, who was that man just now?
He's not one of ours. No, we have no one like that in our unit.
He said that the big shell was housing a new model of Metal Gear.
First I've heard of it.
Colonel, what are you not telling me?
I've been completely open with you, Raiden. I've told you everything.
Is that everything you know? Or everything I need to know?
Snap out of it, Raiden. I'll have the Metal Gear rumor looked into. You need to make contact with this Ames.
So you believe that, Ninja?
Since we have no leads on the President's current location, we have no other alternatives. Right now, collect as much data as you can, including anything on Metal Gear.
Are those my orders?
Yes, they are. Disguise yourself as an enemy soldier and infiltrate the Shell 1 core.
Understood.
Alright, so nice talk with Mr. X. We got a nice cell phone, which it's so useful. Oh man, I'm just gonna, check my Facebook and, tweet my, hey guys, just beat Fat Man, met up with Strange Ninja, off to Strut F to get an AK-74U, love all my fangirls, P.S. Pliskin sucks. There we go, tweeted that, let's go.
I think that's a little long for a tweet.
I did it in text language, so a lot of those, pretty much every other word was shortened and like, you know how kids speak nowadays, they use like half the spelling.
Kids these days,
It's pretty much how our language has turned up, is like spelling a French word and pronouncing the French word. You know what I mean? How you don't pronounce every letter in French. I feel like that's a good way to kind of explain how text talk is, but it's more so in the sense that you say the full word, but you shorten it to either an abbreviated word or an abbreviated phrase.
You lost me on the whole thing. I don't know about this technology.
I don't agree with text talk. Anyways, if I want to talk about my Metal Gear Solid games, which I've been wanting to do in this episode, I'm gonna have to do it now. So yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3, amazing, amazing, amazing game. Brought in a lot of really great features. Like the Cure. I really hope the Cure. I really hope they bring back the Cure menu in Metal Gear Solid 5. Like, I know a lot of people have been asking, about that because it was such a great feature.
I think it was a pretty good feature, but like I think stripping it out it was stripped out because it took time. Just like when there's a guy
Yeah, I know.
Anyway. Just like the Octo camo, it was a lot of time that you were spending messing with that rather than playing the game.
Yeah, I can agree with that, but I mean, here it is. It's such a great feature. He's just gonna say, he's like, oh, you got the AK-74U, nice, okay, cool. So it's not an incredibly necessary codec call, and I really don't want to. If you do every single codec call this game has to offer you, you're gonna be doing like literally a billion. So I'm only gonna do absolutely story-based ones. Anyways, so yeah, Metal Gear Solid 3 was an absolutely amazing game. It brought in, amazing features. It had probably the best gameplay out of the first 3, and the story was incredible. I loved. Thanks to my brother, we learned that they were called the Cobra Unit. The Cobra Unit was great. They had great backstories. They were great boss battles. The boss was an amazing character. Volgan was awesome. Ocelot was awesome. I really love Metal Gear Solid 3.
So mark it down. Expect a Metal Gear Solid 3 playthrough.
So now we come to Metal Gear Solid 4. Did we already get the Mind D?
I don't know, just check.
Metal Gear Solid 4 had, definitely the strongest story. Like, it wrapped up. I didn't have any questions. It tied up every loose end that I had. It had an incredibly endearing story, and you really felt for the characters. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I almost cried twice in that story. I would say why, but that would be a giant spoil. Oh crap!
It's probably the best music.
Yeah, the music is very good. The final boss fight remains to be my favorite boss fight in all of gaming.
And its time, it still feels like it surpasses in terms of like depth and like bonuses, Easter egg kind of things. Most games even now.
Yeah. So Metal Gear Solid 4, in my opinion, greatest game of 2008. I felt so cheated when I saw that Grand Theft Auto 4 won Game of the Year compared to Metal Gear Solid 4. Personally, I felt super cheated by that. So really, with point being, what in the world? With all the Metal Gear Solid games,
that's not gonna do it.
It's not gonna do it. Okay. Well, that sucks. Well, okay. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up this conversation. All 4 Metal Gear Solid games, they have something that I love about every single one of them. So picking a favorite is just really hard for me to do. So in essence, they're all my favorite, which is really, I guess, a kind of a cop-out statement. But that's really the best way I can put it, because I just cannot put one above the other. But with that, we're going to end this episode. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Next time, we're going to make it over to Shell 2, hopefully, and find Ames. So I'll see you guys then.